All right, here we go. We're trying this again. This is a ninth attempt at this. Just trying to get my live stream to click in. Not getting any indications that things are actually streaming. So let's see here. Let's see here. The stream has started. The stream has began. Let's try this. Join me for another talking time. We'll get going here. Alright, let's see here. We'll see if this link works. Let's see here. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We'll see where that takes us. Hey, that does take us to the correct live stream. So we got that going for us. Get that out of the way. We'll zoom in there onto our target. That is the Goddard caddis. And we'll get tying that here in just a moment. Just want to share this a couple places in a group. We'll share it here. Anyways, we'll get going here in just a moment. Just trying to get a couple of invites out there. So, alright. I think that's going to be what it is. I want to get tying here. Feel free to say hi or hello. And check in. Check in before you check out. Let me get the computer off to the side here so I can see the live stream. Anyways, tying this on a it's an Orvis. This is a 3x fine, 1x long. It's a dry fly hook. Get that out of the way. Now this is quite the messy fly to tie. But we'll see. We shall see. Anyways, it's a messy fly to tie. A lot of cutting involved. Things can get kind of messy. And we'll see how I do working around the camera. Have a black 4/0 thread. We'll cast that on here towards the back. And then we will continue to wrap towards the rear. Here we go. Anyways, and for the body, I'm using just plain old deer. Whoa! That's the problem with my camera, is being where it is. I'm using plain old deer hair. Nothing fancy about it. And the chunks I'm going for are relatively small. This is it being a size 12 hook. I do not want to overload with deer hair. Feel free to join in and say hi and a hello if you get a chance. Got a new venture coming up. Going to be discontinuing these live streams here on my Veterans View for You channel, but fear not, they shall continue on my new YouTube channel. I'm going out on a limb. I'm going to tie this in and I'm just going to puff that out. And I am starting my own business. Mind your own business, they say. I am creating a fly tying school. I'll be going around the community and teaching fly tying classes just like this. Except this will actually be live face to face. Nothing gets better than face to face. So I'm just going to keep tying this in. One soft wrap. And then just spin it around. It's always good to have a bodkin handy. Wherever mine went to. It's funny, I have two of almost everything, and I always have such a hard time finding anything when I need it. So I'm just going to take a second and tease that all out, tease that around. Nicking the tip of the hook. Let's see here. Got a couple things going on here. Anyways, my new YouTube channel is going to be I got it in the works already. You could hop over to it and hit that subscribe button. It's called All Tied Up Fly Tying School. Gonna be doing some more of the same with these fast forward fly videos that I do. I think those are pretty neat. But when I do go about those now, when I record and edit, I will also be publishing the raw video as I do a voiceover. So I'm going to be getting twice the footage, or twice the videos for the same footage. Yeah, let's see here. Is there anybody out there tuning in? Say hello to my little friend. But for whatever reason, with the network issues and this and that, it's still happening. I have a cold, but it's still happening. We are still doing our Talk and Tie live stream for you here on Veterans View for You. Now, the Veterans View for You channel originated, I really wanted to get quite a bit going on talking about veterans issues and things of that nature. I don't think that one worked. Oh! Sometimes I get a little rough on these hooks, a little rough on the vise. Gotta be gentle. Gotta be a gentle giant. That's a testament to this good old Regal vise. You know, it sure takes a pounding. One of the best things about it is the option, not really the option, but the feature to hold many size of hooks without any adjusting. So we'll go back to the live control room. Just trying to see if anybody's out there. I can't always tell how many people are watching or if anybody's really going too bananas with it. But we'll continue to tie. Maybe we'll get a couple of viewers. Maybe. But this is the Goddard caddis. Right now it's just a big puff of deer hair. And just a little bit at a time. Just keep putting it on and spinning it around. I got one little fiber trapped in there. Come on here. Whatever. It'll find its home. All Tied Up Fly Tying School. That's the new handle. I'm on Instagram already. I got a picture of my caddis here. I'm in the process of getting all my ducks in the row admin-wise on YouTube. Get that one soft. And there she is. Spinning deer hair has never been so easy. Let me get back here, take my little packing tool, and see if we can't. We'll do one more. One more. Is all it takes, is all it needs. So if you're joining me, this is a Goddard caddis that I'm tying up. Hit that share button. Let's see if we can't get a couple people watching. This is, it's always a lot more fun when there's a little conversation going on. Before I put that on, I'll back my thread up. I run my thread forward when I use that packer because there's been too many times where I've actually cut my thread with the packer. And as you know, that's no good for nobody. I think that'll work. Once it gets trimmed down, you can always take a little bit more off. Here we go, quick whip finish. And now comes the fun part. The haircut. And I get everything sticking out. and time to go bananas. I'm going at it at an angle initially, and this is just more to even everything up because I'm going to come at it with another pair of scissors. Pardon the squeak. There we go. We are getting there. Things are shaping up. Alright, switch off those big scissors for these little more finer ones. These actually have a nice curved edge. And there's no shortcut to this. Now when I'm doing something bigger, I'll use the razor blade. But since this is so cotton picking small, I really don't have much of a choice but to just stick with the scissors and take my time. Just work my way around. Not gonna sweat it too much down here because I'm just going to just grab it by that just so I have something to hold on to. And now I can get into here, and this will kind of help me establish what's really going on. But we'll just keep trimming away. Keep trimming away. And for this back part, I kind of want the angled look to it. I think that'll work for now. A little bit more trimming underneath here. Nothing can be said for a job well done. There we go. So that's close enough for now. We'll get it back into the vise. And just a little bit more trimming here on the side. So if anybody's watching out there, feel free to say hi. It's a talk and tie. If you give me something to talk about, we can definitely converse with that. And I'm going to trim this back just a little bit up here in the front. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. All right, so that's more or less the Goddard body. And for antennae, we are using moose mane. I'm gonna go for some of these darker fibers. Just need 2. This stuff is really tough. I'd hate to mess with a moose. So I'm going to line up these 2 fibers, these 2 hairs. That one's that one, and there we go. Close is close. And I want nice long antennae sticking out there. But before I do that, I gotta put on my next thread. Next thread is this tan, labeled as a size A. So get your conversion sheets out and conversion away. I'm using it because it feels right and it's a good color. Couple of wraps, make sure I get that foot back up on top, and we'll lock it down the rest of the way. There we go. There we go. Antennae is on. Let's see what else we got going on here. Just trying to establish we got anything going on. Here we go. So I do got a couple of notices out there, a couple of bumps. Trying to find that share button one more time before we go too far. And hit paste. Bada boom, bada bing. So, yeah, if you can't tell, I'm definitely under the weather. But I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. Alright, gonna put on some hackle. Just going with this beautiful, beautiful brown. Nice brown. Nice brown hackle. Beautiful. Nice and tight. It's easy to get a lot of big, ginormous saddle hackle, but I want stuff a little bit smaller. They all can't be size 2 woolly buggers. We'll lock down the stem. Run that back a little bit. Run our thread forward. And we'll palmer on our hackle. Now my question is why are there so many fly tying videos with the camera on the other side of the vise? Now, I'm doing this, YouTube fly tying, taking a traditional hobby and mixing it in with something kind of modern on YouTube. I'm doing it for you, the audience. So I ask, why is there so much out there where you see me? Why you don't want to see me? And I'm sure you do, but I'm not the focus of this right now. The fly is. We're going to do a quick whip finish underneath those moose hair, moose mane. And I'm just going to do 3. I think I lost 1 wrap, so I'll just do 1 more, just to make sure. Can never be too safe when it comes to tying off your head. Alright, and pardon my reach, I gotta grab my head cement. using some good old Feathercraft head cement. Dries tough in seconds. Get my antenna back down first. That's what I like about the Moose, is you can just kind of tweak and bend it to where you want it. So just one little drop. One little drop in there just to hold that thread down. Not looking to do a big, huge head on there. Want things really, really small. And just in case I got a little in there, I'm going to pop that hackle fiber in there and clean that out. I saw this one guy the other day. He was cleaning it out with his bodkin, and it's kind of barbaric. Been a good way to bend your eye open. So that, my friends, is a Goddard caddis with some moose mane antennae. I think that'll get their attention. So let's tie another one. Take a sip of cola. Here we go. So if you're liking this video, give me that big thumbs up, hit that share button. Check it out. This is, don't know how many more of these live streams I'm going to do on this channel. Once again, I am rebranding. This is going to be my new channel here. All Tied Up, Fly Tying School and Supplies. Yeah. Oh, I just got notice that I might have lost my stream. No, please come back. Please come back. Please come back. Holler if you're with me. Holler if you're with me. I don't know if I post the links out here on to Facebook, but I am only monitoring the chat on my YouTube channel. So click the video. These are Orvis 1X long, 3X fine, size 12s. I really like the fact that's how they describe their hooks. You know, after a while you learn what the difference between a Mustad 3606B and a 3906 and a 94-840, it's, Tamagotchi, whatever this is, whatever that is, let's stick with the description. Describe the hook. So this is a 1X long, 3X fine dry fly hook. Doesn't matter who really makes it. Maybe for bragging rights. So keeping old school, using this old 4/0 thread. We're going to cast this in kind of towards the back here. When this video hits syndication, after it's done with the live stream, I will be putting in some links to my new YouTube channel, All Tied Up Fly Tying School. Also on Instagram. Body here, this is just good old deer hair. Nothing too fancy about it. I like it. It's relatively clean, not too much that I gotta pick out of it. But we're gonna tie another Goddard caddis. No point in stacking because this is all getting trimmed up. But you do want to clean all that under junk out. We'll get right up here. We'll do one soft wrap, and then I'm just going to puff that out. Beautiful. And then I do it like that so I can get a good tail coming up, because even though I'm going to end up cutting a lot of it, I want something to cut. And I know ultimately it's all going to get cut anyways, so how about it? How about it? Big things coming up. Excited about the entrepreneurship I'm going into. Want to get out into the community and start hosting fly tying sessions and teach classes. And what's unique is, in my area, we're not chasing the trout. We want those smallies. We want those northerns. We want those muskies. So a lot of the flies that I'll be tying for that are your bigger warm water flies. And like I was saying before, bumped the camera again. Sorry about that. Maybe after I make a little bit of money, I'll be able to invest into an actual tripod or a mount for this camera. And when I say camera, I mean my phone. One thing to be said about this is, it's a pattern of patience. You just keep putting it on and stacking it in, and every little bit just helps the progress of it overall. Here we go, just little bits at a time. I think the more you try to do at once, the worse things get off. It's a pattern of patience. We'll get up here towards the front a little bit, and then we'll pack it back down a little bit. Here we go. I give my bobbin just a little spin. What was I doing? I wasn't letting go. Give your bobbin a little spin, counterclockwise to the left, anti-clockwise for my non-American audience. I think that might do it. Yep, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna do a couple turns on the whip finish. Giving that hook a little bend and twist there. Don't want to be that violent with it. Alright, now here we go, the fun part. Just plain old tying scissors. Just gonna come in here and do that initial haircut. These are serrated. Here we go, we're getting there. Just a little bit at a time. Okay, it's good with those scissors. We'll get in here on the upside down. Can't rush this. I wonder if at the little overseas factory, I wonder if they just have a little tube. Just scour it out. Alright, so I'm going to come in here with my little handy dandy hackle pliers. A hot dog, look at that, guys. I broke that hook. Oh boy. Look at that. What do you do about that one, ladies and gentlemen? Huh. That is actually the first time that has happened to me. Well, what do you do, folks? This is what you do. Take that, put it in the trash can. Womp, womp, womp. But I'm not afraid. We'll try another one. So once again, we'll just pretend that one didn't break off, and we'll call this a dry fly hook. This is a 1X long, 3X fine, aka very fragile. Anyways, we'll do a black 4/0 thread. We'll cast that on here on the back side. And I guess we'll be a little more gentle. Here we go. Alright. Tail and body and everything else. This is good old just run-of-the-mill deer hair. Okay. Alright, now I can see my chat. There we go. Hello, Father. I have been monitoring this on a different page, but I can see now we are back tying. Time to tie. It's Talk and Tie live here on Veterans View for you. Try that again. Why not? Why not? So if you are joining me, this is a Goddard Caddis. Feel free to hit me up in that chat room. Say hi and hello. And you know what? I think on this one, just so I get that larger diameter butt section sticking out of the back side, I'm going to tie that in. Because I can. Alright, so I'm going to hold that down. get that to flare out. I think that might be the best idea. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that share button, click subscribe. Later on, I'll be posting a link to my new YouTube channel, All Tied Up. Taking this act out on the road. Gonna invest some money and get some vices and some tools and start sharing the knowledge and the love and the passion for tying flies. Okay, we'll spin that one on. That first one, there's really no point of trying to spin that. Get in here with the bodkin and clean that out a little bit. So, father of mine, if you're still watching, how'd those Lady Spartans do? When I talked to you on the phone earlier, it sounded like it was a close game. Michigan State. Just take her time. And once it stops spinning, that's how you know when to stop. You know, with that hook breaking off, that's I guess that's kind of a good sign of how strong those jaws are, because I didn't even notice. I didn't notice a pop or a snap, or maybe it was when I bopped it down. That's probably the case. Probably the case. The likely suspect. But there's no sense of getting frustrated over it. If it did that 4 times in a row, I might get a little upset about it, but until then, we just keep tying. This is supposed to be a happy place. And it is. It is for me, at least. I can't get enough of it. All right. So the Lady Spartans won. They came on strong in the second half and won by 18 points. Go green. Can everybody tell that I'm under the weather? Do I sound sick? Because I feel sick. But, when you make a commitment to do a live stream every Sunday, I think we'll do one more little one. One more little baby tough. I tell you what, after tying, let's see, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, counting the one that just exploded on me. 10. This will make 10 caddis, 10 Goddard caddis. And when you get to your 10th one, you're supposed to be a professional. Have it all figured out. All right. One last little pushback. Beautiful. All right, quick whip finish. We'll get rid of this black thread. It's going to be in the way of trimming. Beautiful. All right. So after this fly, after the live stream, I'm going to play How Small Can I Go? I'm going to incrementally work my way down in size, and we will see how they turn out. This is just too small of a diameter to really be effective with the razor blade. Oh boy. There we go. So I think part of the problem is with the stream is just my network. Things are moving slow. I was messing around with the YouTube editing software earlier, and my internet kept cutting out. And if we remember last week, during last week's live stream, it just didn't work at all. And I ended up just doing my stream on YouTube, or on Facebook rather. And I don't like, I like the idea of streaming on Facebook, but I'm a stickler for, I don't know, things being in relative focus most of the time. But we get by, right? We get by. Oh, my stream was stopped. There we go. Okay. So I guess I'm experiencing some major buffering. Here we go. That one didn't completely disappear. Let's see here. We'll keep trimming away. As long as the live stream continues, I shall too. The one thing about these small hooks is I'm really afraid that's going to affect the strikeability, but that's just me. All right, we'll get in here and do our angle cut off of the rear. And we'll get it back in the vise. Here we go. I think that'll work. That'll definitely work. Alright, so here we go. We're going to cast on our tan thread. This is a size A. Get your conversion charts out. I like it. It's almost a silk. Almost a silk. Alright, we'll tie on our antennae, which is going to be some moose mane. The moose is on the loose. Back in a former life, I was a stagehand, and I was setting up some work in a theater. And the hotel I was staying in had a moose convention or something like that. And they were just having a good old time. So, doing some big old antennas, about a body's length. Do a couple spins, couple turns. Tweak that up on top. Here we go. Size 16 is the smallest I will need on the Madison. Well, you know what? I got some smaller hooks. I'll try an 18. Just because I can try it. I'm going to need a dump truck to carry all my flies out to Montana with me this year. I am hesitant to go through my fly boxes this early in the game because who knows what I might tie in between now and then that I'll want to bring along with me. Lots of variety, not so much on major quantity in any one. At least on the Riverside boxes. I'm going to bring a lot with me. I might bring it all with me. Anyways, I'll trim this down a little bit. Get our little notch. One soft wrap to grab it. And some locking wraps to tighten that down. Oh boy, I feel a sneeze coming on. I'll put it on the silencer. Oh. And it surpasses. Here we go. Alright, we'll do a couple of wraps with this. Here we go. Now when I was messing around, just kind of teaching myself how to tie this initially, I wasn't paying attention and I tied the first two on a streamer hook. And you know, the reality of it is, you know, if that's all you had, that would work just fine. But if you have the right hook, you know, a dry fly hook, this, I'm sure with all this deer hair on there, a streamer hook would probably hold it up. But I'll do a little comparison if I can. And we'll get that back down. I'll do a couple drops of head cement in there just to solidify all those, the hackle and all that jazz. Oh. Keep bumping my camera today. That's probably why all the other videos, other YouTube channels, everybody takes the easy route and has the camera on the other side. But this is, I think this gives you a better perspective of what's going on. Keep things lined up here. Get things in focus. But I think that'll work. I think that's a good Goddard caddis. What do you think? It'll definitely fish, that's for sure. So once again, hop over there. I don't have any videos up yet. I should be posting some up shortly. Check out my other YouTube channel, my new one, All Tied Up. fly tying school. A lot of good things coming up. Gonna honing in on some of my video editing process and this, that, and the other. So, all right, that's it. I'm done for the night. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to give me that almighty thumbs up. Click subscribe. Hit that share button. Get the word out. Veterans View for you and All Tied Up. Fly tying school. All right, guys. Happy tying and tight lines. Thank you and good night.